Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. Today I wanted to talk about why are handbags a thing, specifically designer handbags, and why have they become so popular and so coveted. I think the interest in designer handbags continues to grow as the years continue and evolve. I remember when I was in high school, handbags were not a thing as much as they are today. They have grown in popularity. They have grown in attempt to reach. I think you're seeing more and more women now own at least one designer handbag in their collection, even if it's a Louis Vuitton, a Gucci, a Chanel. These tend to be the more popular ones. I do have some of the more popular handbags here. It's not uncommon to see that a woman or someone has a Neverfull in their collection, or more recently, we've seen the Goyard St. Louis tote take popularity. In talking with my sister the other day, and truth be told, I am the oldest of 5 children. It's 4 girls, 1 boy. So I have 3 sisters, and then my youngest is a brother. And out of all my sisters, I'm the one that tends to gravitate more towards owning and loving and admiring a good designer handbag. My sisters are not as interested as much as I am, and that's okay. In conversing with my sister the other day, she raised the question of, well, why are handbags a thing, right? Particularly to women. Why have they grown in popularity? What does it symbolize? What does it mean? And what does it mean for a woman to own a designer handbag? So today I'm going to give you a few reasons of why I think designer handbags are a thing and whether or not I agree with some of the reasons. I did do a quick Google search this morning, just Googling the reason why women love designer handbags. And this is not excluded to just women because I know there are many men out there that have beautiful handbag collections. So this is inclusive of anyone and everyone that admires and appreciates a good classic designer handbag. So this is for everyone, not just for women. But one of the things that I came across in Googling this is handbags not only hold our essentials, but they also serve as a reflection of our personality and style. And I couldn't agree with that more. I tend to switch out my handbags based on mood, what's going on that day, how I'm feeling, what my essentials might be for that day. So if I'm, carrying around maybe to work or travel or going to be somewhere where I need to pack more essentials, I'm going to gravitate more towards my St. Louis. I can pack more things in it. I can fit my essentials. I can grab and go. She's light. She's easy to travel with. She's just a great heavy duty all things bag. And the same would go for the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. Now, if I'm going to be running around doing errands and perhaps I don't need more than just my essentials, a lipstick, keys, maybe a couple of cards and my cash, a smaller crossbody would do the trick, right? I have my smaller ones here. If I'm going to be going day to night and going out to dinner or just want to have like a minimalist handbag, but not necessarily wear a crossbody, but I don't need to fit a whole ton of things, then I'm going to gravitate towards my hobo. So each handbag symbolizes a different thing. It emphasizes our style. I think it's one of the ways also that it adds so much class. It's kind of like glowing up your look with just the addition of a handbag. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to move this one over. I keep hitting it. But just by adding a beautiful handbag, you can change your entire outfit and you can make that outfit go from to wow, showstopper. We know that people that appreciate a good handbag are always looking and watching what other people are wearing. I know when I'm running around and if I'm out and about and I see a good, beautiful designer handbag, I always appreciate it and I always admire it from afar. In some cases, if I'm close to the person, I will even compliment them personally. Why not, right? It's always good to pay someone a great compliment. I know I love it when I receive them, so why not give them as well? So if I see someone with a beautiful handbag, I always stop to try and compliment them and tell them what a great handbag, what a beauty. I know a lot of us have talked about whether or not they are considered a good investment. And I know in many cases, some bags are. We talk about the Hermes, we talk about the classic flap. These are good investment bags because we've seen over time they appreciate and or they hold their value. So they can be seen as a great investment piece. They're durable in most cases. They'll last a lifetime. And like I said earlier, they add that beautiful touch of class to an outfit just because of its style, exclusivity, colors, everything else that they add. I think also they're practical because in my opinion, I would rather buy a good classic designer handbag, which in many cases I've invested over the years and still have them and wear them till this day. I cherish them, versus going through lower end, cheaper handbags that are either trendy or I'm not going to love in a couple years or might not have the same quality and durability as some of these designer bags. That's not to say you can't find a good mid-level designer bag at a more reasonable price. I've seen a lot of them pick up over the years, Parisa Wang, Polen, and a few others, and they're gorgeous and they exude style and class, and they can be very reasonably priced. In some cases, you can even find them on sale. So that's not to exclude those, but if you're looking for that elevated style, that elevated oomph to your outfit, and you truly do value and appreciate a good designer bag, I say invest in one designer bag. Even if it's one every few years, you'll have that bag forever. You can pass it down to other family members. You know, I'm a mom of 2 boys, so I often kind of struggle with this, but I do have a niece. So I've often thought about holding on to these bags for my niece or even for my son's wife someday. I do hope that they will stay in the family. I do hope that they will be cherished, loved, and cared for the way that I have over the years. But it's such a nice symbol and such a nice thing that you can share with your children and grandchildren and hand them down as time goes on. I know my mom gave me my first designer piece. It was a very small Louis Vuitton bag. I actually passed it down to my youngest sister, so she still has that. It's nice because it stays in the family and we'll have that. We'll always think of our mom with that bag. I think another thing that we don't talk about but is very, very apparent and true is designer handbags are a status symbol as well. They are a symbol of success. They're a symbol of, hey, look at me, I made it. Look at this beautiful bag, this beautiful arm candy that I have. And that's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's very similar to why people collect cars or why some people collect art, right? Very similar why people collect handbags. This is a form of art. It is a form of luxurious designer art. Each piece has a meaning and symbol. And when you wear each piece, you're sharing that meaning and symbol with others, whether you know it or not. Subconsciously, you're sharing with the world, hey, look at this gorgeous piece that I've invested in. I'm successful enough where I can afford this bag. I'm successful and doing well enough in my life. So it is unfortunately somewhat of a status symbol, whether we like to admit it or not. And that's why, if you haven't watched my video, I did mention being cautious about not wearing handbags at work, designer handbags especially, that are over a certain price point. So if you haven't already seen that video, I will link it for you guys here somewhere. But that's definitely one reason you want to be cautious about when and where you're wearing these bags. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Comment down below if you have any other reasons why you would add handbags being a thing or why you think people invest in a good designer handbag. I'd love to hear your reasons, and if there's a particular bag that you've either coveted and are saving for or have already purchased, what that bag means to you, why you purchased it, the ultimate reason for adding it to your collection. Please don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Until next time, bye.